Dwarves have received reinforcements. Hey, how's it going, guys? My name is Jackie Fish, and welcome back to another look at the Last Alliance mod for Total War Shogun 2. We are diving back in with this glorious new implementation of the Dwarves of Ered Luin, a brand new dwarven faction to go ahead and mess around with on the campaign map with a whole new host of 2 legendary heroes. We have a completely reworked technology tree, as well as buildings and unit rebalancing. Not only that, we also now have the Kingdom of Angmar unlocked as well, so we can go ahead and mess around and see the destruction of this faction on the campaign map or any other direction that you'd like to take them. And it's really awesome. We are getting so many factions in this mod now. It's actually really impressive. The campaign map is extremely filling up very fast, and I think now is definitely the time to dive in. We have orcs, we have men, we have dwarfs, and we have elves now. So if you haven't already played this campaign or custom battles, do it now. I'll leave a link to the mod down below in the description. You can grab the latest update and mess around with it as the dwarfs load their quivers and unleash a volley of hell against the enemy as they push on and dive in. And there's something about Shogun 2 arrow fire. It is hands down the best arrow fire in any Total War game. Let's go ahead and pause it really quickly. We'll take a look at the units themselves on both sides, because there are a few of the Angmar units in this army as well. And then we'll dive into the campaign map and we'll see the starting position for both of the factions. You can, of course, jump ahead at any point by using the timestamps down below. If you are not already subscribed, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button and drop a like down below. It really does help out the channel, and I do definitely appreciate it. So on the far left flank, we do have some of the Ered Luin Royal Swordsmen. These are obviously going to be the Royal Guard of this faction. Extremely strong in a pinch, can form multiple formations, can hold firm, can rapid advance. They can actually kind of outmaneuver quite more effectively than a lot of the other units. Can form the shield wall and also the spear square as well to kind of defend themselves against cavalry, which is going to be really important because the dwarves don't have cavalry. There's no ram cavalry laying around here. So yeah, being able to form that square kind of helps them out a little bit more. We also have the Belgos shield bearers. Again, these are the top tier elite infantry, and you can tell that by the amazing looking helmets. I mean, god damn, I would not want to face a dwarf all in that kind of cladded in that armor. No way. Then as you go over again, we have some more of the lighter dudes. Again, these are more, these are more of a shield bearers. Okay, cool. I brought 4 units of them. We then also have some of the dragon slayers. So I believe these are a hybrid melee infantry. So again, they kind of have these big old 2-handed axes and also the crossbows, so they can really devastate your opponents as they get closer and closer towards you. And then when you do get into close quarter combat, they whip out them 2-handed axes and they just go to town. So yeah, a really devastating unit, but you never really want to be on the wrong side of, because they will tear you apart. And yeah, you're not going to have much left after you've received a volley or 2 from them. But as we continue to go on, we have more of the dragon slayers, and I believe it's actually more, these are the lower tier ones. Yeah, these are the mithril warriors. So again, some of your mid-tier infantry can still form Yari wall and also spear wall. I think Yari wall's more like shield wall, just hasn't been renamed. So yeah, fairly decent infantry. Behind that, we have some of the low tier shock infantry as well. These are berserkers. Just equipped kind of that more like, I guess, that like Highlander sword, ready to get stuck in. Going to be kind of vulnerable to the incoming missile fire, but they have berserk, El Banzai story, and Warcry, so definitely going to be one of your more shock infantry units you are relying on in a pinch. We also have some of the axe throwers as well, obviously. They are what it says on the tin. They are axe throwers. We also have some more just kind of normal crossbowmen back here. And then finally, the General's Bodyguard. And look at that helmet. God damn, that custom helmet for the General. I believe this is one of the legend. Yeah, this is Asgahal the Third. Looking very nice in that helmet. There's another hero as well. I don't believe there's much about these 2 heroes that are in the books. However, they look awesome in the mod and in that awesome blue as well. Very cool indeed. I'm not sure where exactly a lot of the orc units are in this, because I know there are a few new Angmar units being added to the orcs of the north, but I'm not sure exactly where I put them. I'm sure we'll come across them as we get further and further in. They also do have wargs and other units, so again, if you haven't seen these guys before, we do have the warg riders looking very cool. Goddamn cute ass puppies right there. Is there any going to be a heavy infantry maybe? Yeah, I don't know exactly where they are, but we'll let them come. We'll let the crossbows continue to volley off. Yeah, the crossbow's doing a very nice job straight away, just unleashing a volley or 2 at the incoming enemies. Probably going to have to fall back soon with our... Oh my god, okay, I take that back. I always forget how fast-paced Shogun 2 combat is Can we form square? We can't. They've already caught me off there, which is not good. Can probably form square back here, though. And on this side, we can form square, which is going to help us out, kind of defend on that side. Yeah, I gave the enemy a lot of cavalry because I wanted to make it kind of interesting. And already, they are punishing me, smashing into my lines. The arrow 5 of fire arrows descending in on my dragon slayers. However, they were born and bred in the fire. If we can, I want to be shooting into these warg riders with the crossbows. And we could also countercharge down the hill as well. Yeah, screw it. Let's go ahead and do that. Just charge down. We'll banzai as well, which will give us a huge boost to our stats. We'll have the crossbows keep coming in. We're going to lose this front line, but that is absolutely fine. We're going to charge in there. We're going to banzai there. Did I manage to form a square on this flank? I'm not too sure. Yeah, I did. That should help me out massively. And we'll throw in these guys as well as we'll rapid advance them so we can get them stuck in as quickly as possible. And that square is kind of formed. I think we're getting the benefits, so that cavalry should be a lot less effective now, especially as we get these bad boys in. That should be great. Yeah, I mean, we get countercharged pretty effectively. But still, the two-handed swords, once they're stuck in with that banzai, with that rapid advance, should do great. And oh my god, you can already start to see my formation is an absolute mess. But now we can just start to rely on the strength of these units. I'm actually getting countercharged over here. Okay. Let's probably break square and go and help out over here. Because them warg riders, the AI in Shogun 2, man, they're some serious business. We have plenty of other stats, though, to mess around with. And overall, like, we should just end up kind of clearing out the enemy quite effectively here. I really do want to start focusing down their missiles, and we'll start pushing up the center as well. Again, the wargs are going to be our main issue. Let's bring back some of our bowmen. We have some nice little close-ups here. These are our units in square. They're trying to kind of keep that formation as best as they can, but still kind of under a bit of pressure because they weren't able to form it as effectively. And nice, another warg taken down, and that little wolfy boy can go back. See some of the combat right there. Yeah, I'm a real big fan as well of the detail. Adding in the axe throwers as well. Lobbing in. You go, boys. And again, you got to keep in mind, guys, like, all these axes and stuff are all, like, custom animations. Actually, I think they're the ninja bomb animations. But you got to keep in mind, I always mention this because it is so goddamn impressive. You know, there's no shields in Shogun 2. I always have to preface that because it's always so important. There's no shields in Shogun 2. So all of them shield animations, whether it's axe on shield, whether it's two-handed sword on shield, spear and shield, all of that stuff is all custom added into this mod. So you always have to kind of keep that in mind. And it's super impressive. I mean, look at the battlefield as well. Shogun 2, even though it's, what, like a 10-year-old game, still looks as beautiful as ever. Our crossbow is able to devastate them. The orc archers are actually doing a pretty decent job so far. I guess they just use their numbers. They're not exactly super effective in getting kills, but just, yeah, kind of racking up a lot of damage. How are we doing over here? How's the general doing? Oh my god, our general is taking a pounding over here. And he's just been getting hit by the side. The AI is straight up general sniping. Pop that. We get stuck in there. If we can break the enemy, the wargs, that'd be pretty dope, which we are doing now. Yeah, using our kind of strength and morale, we can start to push around on these flanks. The AI is still doing a pretty good job at kind of harassing me. But yeah, the orc morale isn't doing great. We can now start to break shield wall here. You guys keep on pushing in there, please. And we can start to wrap around. Yeah, but I mean, the enemy missiles are doing a great job. We've completely broken them there as you go mass route. I'll bring one unit back as well to help out over here. The general's done a good job to bring them up. The crossbows keep on hammering away. Yeah, the crossbow's doing a decent job as well. So there has also been some campaign rebalancing as well going on throughout this update. I think a lot of the orc armies and also Haradrim armies have had a bit of a rebalance, allowing them to get their higher teams a little bit quicker because apparently the development team found out that, like, the AI wasn't doing a great job with building them elite units right away. Well, not right away, but, like, you know, during the campaign when the player starts to get a bit access to some more soldiers. Says this unit has a missile attack. Are these axes or... Because they don't have the crossbows, I'm pretty sure. I guess we'll find out. I'm interested to see what they're gonna throw. Yeah, they throw axes as well. So yeah, a lot of the Ered Luin have that kind of initial attack that they can do to really soften up the enemy line. And now we're pushing in onto some of the enemy missiles. This should be a slaughter. And you can see we are just taking down a large portion of the enemy line as they send forth more soldiers. Very nice indeed. Let's just reinforce as best as we can. bring our soldiers round. They have a crossbow. Yeah, but them orcs are still in there. Who? Who's possibly running? The cowards. Come back down here. You guys go into that. Okay, I mean, I think things look pretty much decent enough. Yeah, we can get a nice little look at our army here. Yeah, highlighting on is always nice. I wish there was a way to, like, always turn this on or keybind it. Maybe there is. Go and wrap round there. Some more reinforcements. The axe throwers are still going in. Yeah, lob your axes in there. Why not if you have them? And go and charge in there. Oh, we have a nice little second wind as well. Yeah, something I've noticed pretty heavily in this mod is that you get fatigued very quickly. Or maybe it's just Shogun 2 in general. You do get fatigued very quickly. So having them units that can kind of refresh your morale and that fatigue with rally and second wind is always really important. We're not going to them yet. Well, we're not even in shield yet. We can pop a rally there. And a lot of the high tier dwarven units all have access to them abilities, which just makes them so goddamn strong. I mean, I can't imagine there's too much left now. The enemy lines that are broken and coming back, Rapid advance there. We'll war cry there. That was a disappointing charge. Well, Banzai as well to give them better charge bonus. And there we have it. Just, yeah, cutting down the red hair.
Men have fought long and are becoming tired.
Soldiers. Yeah, there you go. We've wrapped it up now. A few units left now. We can finish these guys off, and then that is a GG. So yeah, this faction feels super strong right now. Like they can output a ton of damage. Well, Banzai there as well. Get one nice little close-up of the charge. Yeah, dwarfs wielding big old Highlander swords. What more could you want? Aiming between the neck where the armor is weak. That dude doesn't even... Yeah, oh, he's just realized that his neck's been slit. And there you go. He goes down now. Brutal. Indeed. And there you go. It's GG right there. Okay, cool. Now let's jump into the campaign. God, this advisor is really into victory. I mean, I guess you spent many a soldier here to win this. So now what we'll do is we'll jump into the campaign. I'll show you guys the starting positions along with the custom tech. So here we go. This is the starting position for Ered Luin. As you can see, they start off with 1, 2, 3 settlements in the mountains. So a pretty, decent starting position. Again, a lot of these settlements are ruined kingdoms, but they still have pretty high tier buildings, allowing you to kind of get immediately stuck into the action as quickly as possible. Obviously, upgrading your kind of stoneworks and marble works and roads is going to be really important, as well as the hunting camps and everything else to get that food income on the go. You also have access to some pretty decent buildings right off. Obviously, it's going to take a while to upgrade these and get all the other settlements up, but your capital, you got a tier 3 granary giving you a lot of food. A decent town market and getting that infantry barracks up will give you some access to some decent units right off the bat. As you can see, we've got a new tech tree as well, so all of these are unique for the dwarves. You can actually unlock units here as well, which I don't believe was originally in Shogun 2. Was that? Am I mistaken? Then maybe, I can't remember. Yeah, no, you must have been able to unlock units. Oh, well, actually, I think the units were actually locked behind buildings, and you unlocked buildings in the Shogun 2 tech tree. I don't know. It's been a while since I've played a vanilla version of it. But yeah, you can obviously unlock a lot of your units here, and they all give decent bonuses as well. So it's great to start to see this, seeing all these custom techs adding in. As I said, I think it really adds in a lot of detail and flavor. One thing I would always love to see added in is, unique skill trees as well. Upgrades here for units. I don't think these have been changed, but yeah, it'd be really cool to see that. I think they have been changed from the base game to be more Lord of the Rings-esque, but yeah, I would love to see that added in. And you can see the faction leader here as well. Can I also see... no, I do not need to know about the finance. Thank you very much. Yeah, you can see the full founders. So yeah, there you go. I think these are your two heroes right here. So you have Azrael the third and also Thrain the second Stonefist as well. So you can adopt him in. So you start off with two pretty good generals right off the bat. They'll be able to do a decent work. You're also in a fairly safe spot, I would say, in the campaign map. So obviously you can't see everybody, but you're pretty much surrounded by friends. You got the Kingdom of Linden, so the elves basically encompassing you. So you can really choose what to do. Do you want to go against the elves and try and take over their kingdom, or do you want to just push for the mountains and start to reclaim your lost holds in the north? Because there's a pretty easy way of it. Like your settlements are safe if you want to leave them. You can amass your army and push them down here, obviously cross the river, the sea, and then just kind of go into the mountains, defeating orcs as you go, and then eventually make your way down to the mountains of Khazad-dûm, which is actually 3 settlements as well, which is always dope. Or even go all the way over to the Misty Mountains as well, which is right here. Yeah, there you go. There's the Lonely Mountain right there. So yeah, it'd be a pretty good start. Lots of good units to recruit from. You can already start to see you get some decent ones right off the bat as well. So yeah, decent start. Now let's go ahead and look at the Kingdom of Angmar. Okay, so the orcs of Angmar start off in the far reaches of the mountains to the north. Not with an extremely scary start. They start off with 1 mountain holding up here. It does start off at level 2, so you have access to a decent garrison, and you can start recruiting a lot of orc units right off the bat. So I think the main idea is just to go with sheer numbers. Your economy again isn't great, but you do have access to the mountains, so you can start getting them iron veins under construction, better roads, as well as the town crafts as well, and really expanding out. And again, this will be an interesting start because to the west you of course have the elves, which is going to be a difficult start, and then in the south of you, you're going to have a lot more of the Brelanders and other units, but you are also surrounded. You've kind of got a lot of allies over here. If we go to diplomacy, yeah, you have the Men of Angmar and also the Orcs of Gundabad as well. So a lot of kind of relatively friendly units. Oh, and also this is actually an elven colony. Okay, cool. So they're a vassal. Oh, okay, they're a vassal of Linden. Maybe you can kind of do some trickery right there to kind of isolate them and engage them without having to fight the rest of the elven kin. But yeah, that's going to be it basically for the update. In the next update, I believe they are going to have the Brelanders, so hobbits and other factions being added there, which will be very, very exciting indeed. Make sure you go check out this model. I'll leave a link to it down below in the description, and I'll see you guys in the next one.